So, just looking back over how things have gone so far with the Lynx Round Ireland race crew and the boat. Um, Race one, we had some serious light wind. There was just nothing. Everyone was sailing on the tide really, and we got quite a good start, but we just couldn't get out into the flow and get around Hoth to keep up with the lead boats. But once we made some gains out into the tide and we took off, the wind picked up and we were able to get the symmetric kite up, which is really our strength. And we just started to claw back our way back up the course and picked a few boats off, which was great. Um, and then all the way up past Lambay Island, we did really well. And coming into Rockabill, it was clear we'd come up the fleet quite a lot. And then rounding Rockabill, and we were back on the wind this time, sailing into the wind that had freshened quite a lot. And some of the newer boats were just pulling away from us, and no matter what we did with the sails or how we decided to attack them, we just couldn't get back. And we were doing everything we could to just hold on to the gains we'd made. Um, so after that, we decided that we definitely needed to go away and have a look at how the rig was tuned, to have a look at the tension in our rig and have a look at how that was set up. So about 2 weeks later, I think we were due to do an ISAF offshore safety course. So a few of us turned up at the boat on the Friday, and we just got stuck in with spanners and we slackened off the rig and then tightened it up and tuned it as best we could, you know. And then we did a test sail over to Dunleary, and it was obvious immediately obvious that the boat was in much better shape upwind. So we were all really pleased with that as we fine-tuned her out under sail, you know. And that was it was fantastic. And then we did the ISAF offshore safety course, which is a requirement for the Round Ireland race, which is a Category 2 offshore race. So there has to be a certain number of the crew who have offshore first aid training, and then a certain percentage of the crew has to have done this offshore safety course. So we went to the INSS in Dunleary, and Kenny Rumble put us through our paces as regards what we knew and what we didn't know about safety equipment and what we had on board. And it was great that he knows the boat so well. He was able to put us right on what we should be doing. And we went and did a few life draft drills in the pool, which was interesting as well, especially for those who hadn't ever been in a life raft. So it's a great experience to have, you know, moving forward. And then I suppose the Lambay race, as part of the Wave Regatta at Hoth over the June bank holiday weekend, I was really excited about this because I really felt that the crew were coming together. You know, I've sailed with a lot of guys on board. You know, I've gone around Ireland with 5 or 6 people on this boat, but some of those guys didn't know each other, and it's great to see everyone getting on and having the crack. And you know, which is just, if you're not having fun, it is no fun. You know, and we've got a great bunch of piss takers on board, which is great fun. And so it's good to see everyone getting together, and I was really excited about it because you know, we were getting our race main on, and we had the boat tuned properly, and we were going to have a go with some new downwind sails. And so we got out there, and it was a light wind start, and I guess we were a little bit late for the start, but once we got going, we got around the first windward mark and popped the big blue kite. We were off again. You know, the boat loves sailing off the wind. It just absolutely loves it, and it feels great when it's going there. You just know the boat's powered up. So we were able to take off, and once again, going past Lambay Island, we were picking off people, you know. And coming into the top marks to turn around and head back for Hoth, we were picking off people all the time, and on the beat this time, coming back up there, we were able to cover boats. And by covering boats, I mean we were able to stop people from trying to pass us. We were able to stay ahead of much newer, much faster boats, and some of the boats that we couldn't even catch in the race about 3 weeks ago, we were all over them this time, you know, which is just testament to the crew work and testament to the way we've set the boat up. You know, so I'm really happy with the way things are going. I really feel the team is gelling, and I think we've got great people. You know, just the guys kind of leading things at the moment. Sean Flynn, Ronan Armstrong. You know, two Sligo guys that are, you know, really at the top of their game here. You know, when it comes to this kind of racing, and you know, Carl Brady and Dave O'Neill on the bow there, just showing us all how it's done, showing off by the end of it. And then we followed the Lambay race with a pretty intense training day. So it's racing's all well and good. Short course racing is great, but really sometimes you need to take time and just go through your procedures. You know, I find with big boats that the key to everything is just having a process. And even with small boats, I hear guys in GP14s just talking about follow the process. And so we just worked on our processes. We split the boat up into watches, as it would be during the race. So you had a one watch of 4 and one watch of 5. And trying to maneuver big sails in a boat like that with a small number of people is difficult, and it takes organisation. But everyone rose to the challenge, and I was really impressed with how things picked up, you know. And we also did a whole bunch of safety manoeuvres, like man overboard drills, and we talked through those, and then executed a few of them. Some when we weren't exactly aware what was going on. We decided to do some when people were quite relaxed, and it was so funny to, you know, people were all over it, as they say. I was really impressed with that, and we went through a lot of the navigation stuff as well, and everybody seems to be just delighted to learn and delighted to teach what they know, you know, and it's just such a positive environment on the boat that I'm really looking forward to the race.